I'm sure you're wondering why I have this medal around my neck. I haven't won any championship. It's not mine. It's for one beautiful lady who is making Ghana proud. She's seated right here in the studios of Max TV, and we'll be having a conversation with her. Swimmer, just 18 years of age, Zaira Akua Forson. She's Spanish-based, but made Ghana proud all over the world. She's traveled, she's won championship, and in the just ended Africa Aquatic Championship, she won 7 medals. 7! Yes, I'm not joking. 7. That is what she won, and she's here with us. Sarah, you're welcome to our studios. It seems you have this aura around you where that is why you beat your opponents. I'm not surprised.
Thank you very much.
Okay, but let's start from the starts. You are just 18 years of age. So when did you fall in love with swimming as a sport?
So I started swimming with my mom whenever I was about 4 or 5 years old. And then at 7 or 6, I'm not exactly sure, I had my first competition on a small island, and that's whenever I truly knew I loved swimming.
You started swimming in Ghana or where? Where were you born?
I was born in Canada, but then after we moved to small islands in the Caribbean. First one was St. Kitts and Nevis, and the second one was St. Barthélemy, a small French island, and that's where I had my first competition. And my coach at that time was Jean-Marc and Olivier, and they're the one who taught me how to love swimming.
Okay, so from there on you kicked on. With your sister, I heard your sister is also a swimmer, and you've traveled all over the world and won championship. How does that feel?
Well, it's an amazing feeling, especially to be able to do it for Ghana, as just to be able to represent them and go to all the different competitions and to be able to hold the Guinean flag. It makes me very proud.
Of course, and I mean, you are making Ghana proud. We're all proud of you, but on the personal level, how has swimming also impacted your life?
Well, I find swimming, the biggest thing is it gives me a lot of discipline, I would say, because we have to be able to balance our studies and school, swimming, trainings, morning trainings at 5 a.m. Then after you have to get to school and then train after school, balance going to the gym and all of that. It involves a lot of coordination, but once it becomes a routine, it becomes routine and it's a lot of fun.
Of course, and you touched on education. You need to balance swimming with education. What level are you now? You are 18, so I don't know. 18, if you are in Ghana, you'll be around JHS 3, 2. I mean, what is it like?
So I just finished high school, and coming September, I'm starting my first year of university. I'm going to be studying in France.
In France?
Yes.
That means you'll be moving from Spain to France?
Yes, just another one, another place to live. And I'll be going to the University of Montpellier, and I'm going to be attending medical school.
Of course, and I mean, I'm sure you make your parents proud and Ghana proud as well when you climb the ladder of education. But let's come to Ghana. You were part of those who made us proud, winning 7 medals. I mean, after all that happened in Tunisia, I thought it was going to weigh you down, but it didn't. How were you able to psych yourself up and win 7 gold medals for Ghana in the just ended Aquatic Junior Championship?
The big thing I would say is, though Tunisia, it was a fun experience, but due to certain circumstances, it was a bit harder. I just kept on training every single day, just train harder, and after I heard about the competition in Ghana, I was like, I want to do well, I want to make Ghana proud at home. That was my goal, and that is what I happily did.
What is that single thing that motivates Zara and says that, okay, I won't give up, I'll keep going?
The biggest thing that motivates me is having fun whilst competing. I've said it many times to tons of my teammates. I love if I'm having fun and just playing in the water and making the whole competition just a bit more fun, a bit more dynamic. That's what really motivates me. It really makes me happy to swim.
Canadian, Spanish, you had options to represent these countries. So why did you choose our dear Ghana?
Well, since young...
And you even use Akua.
Yeah, of course. But since young, I've loved Ghana, and my father, he's Ghanaian, he'd always talk about it, and we visited it, and it wasn't really, I didn't really think of it as a choice. I was like, I'm going to represent Ghana. And I'm very glad I did. I love representing Ghana, and I'm very proud to bear the flag.
Usually when one goes to a championship like this and wins several accolades, people think that maybe there wasn't enough competition. That is why you were able to amass all these medals. But tell us about the competition. I mean, other swimmers coming from other countries, Benin and all that. Was that tight for you, or you just, as usual, had fun?
Well, of course I had fun, but this was the biggest Zone 2 Junior Aquatic Swimming Championship. There was 14 countries that were there, and thanks to the Ghana Federation and Auntie Farida, Auntie Delphina, the president of the Ghana Federation, There were so many more countries and a lot more competition. The girl from Benin, Yona, she was wonderful. She's a wonderful competition, and I hope to swim with her again. There's definitely a good level, a good level, and I'm very proud to be able to.
And I'm sure this time you didn't have any jellyfish experience.
No.
I mean, tell us about that in Tunisia, the All African Beach Games, where we heard that you and 10 other girls were stung by jellyfish. I mean, it was surprising. I saw a video of you sitting down, and I mean, you didn't know what was happening.
It was an unfortunate circumstance, but it was supposed to be a 5-kilometer open water for the All African Beach Games. But sadly, due to weather and stuff like that, there was jellyfish. It's kind of just like a lot of bee stings. I got stung about 7 or 8 times. I did my best to swim as far as possible, but it was too much and I had to withdraw from the race. But it was still a wonderful experience, and it was really nice to be able to have participated.
Before Zaira decided to represent Ghana, we had the likes of Abeku Jackson, who have been representing Ghana at Olympic Games and big championship. In the next 10 years, what should Ghana expect from Akua, Zaira?
Well, as I like to say, I focus on it day by day, training by training, and step by step. There are tons of different variables that can affect the swimming performances and stuff like that, such as university will be a big change. But I just focus on bettering myself every single training, and with that, we'll see what happens at the upcoming competitions.
Of course, you didn't just win the 7 gold medals, you were also voted, or Ajash, the best female swimmer. How does that feel on the personal level? I mean, there were a lot of females there.
That felt amazing. I got to go up and win a trophy for Ghana, which made me very proud. And it's just, I train thinking of bettering my times. I never think about coming in first as often, though I came here saying I want to win gold for Ghana. That was what I really wanted, and it just feels amazing to be able to be the best female swimmer.
Is there one swimmer in the world that you aspire to be like?
Well, there's always going to be, of course, the typical...
Of course, there's always someone that you look up to. Who is that person?
For the swimmers, there's like the Katie Ledeckis, of course. There's always those big ones. But the one that I actually looked up to the most is my sister, Akua Forson, who also went to the Olympics in 2016. She's the one because I see her every day.
She's a motivation to you.
Yes, of course. I see her every day. I saw her get up in the mornings. Before I started doing morning training, she would get up. She would train every day. I could see the struggles, and it just was more real on a personal level to get to see how far she made it and how she got to get there.
Okay, so what is the best time you've made in swimming so far? I mean, since you started swimming professionally.
The best time in a specific race? Or?
Yeah, in a specific race.
So my best time so far in swimming would probably be, if I say, for example, the 200 free, it would be a 2:17. Or it depends, it truly depends on the race.
Okay.
Or, for example, in the 100 back, I've gotten to do 1:11 in long course. Both of those times are in long course.
Swimming used to not be a popular sport in our part of the world, but there are a lot of kids entering swimming now. What advice would you give them? You've not seen it all because you would like to win an Olympic gold medal, but you've actually traveled all over the world and swum, in competition. So what advice will you give to the young ones coming who also want to be like Akua, Zaira?
Well, I would say for the young ones that are coming along, the most important part, while they're still young, is to make sure to just love going to training, love seeing your friends at training, playing in the water. If you stay a little extra time to just splash around, it's the best part, to just have fun. Because whenever you start to have fun, then the competitive spirit comes and you just see what happens. You just have
the competitive spirit, I like that. So you want this, the best performance female aquatic point. So third position for you, this beautiful trophy. And you want another one. Can we see that one?
Of course.
Can you show it to the cameras for us to see? It's another beautiful trophy that you have there. It's from the third Aquatic Zone 2 Junior Swimming Championship. You want this small one and the big one.
And the big one is...
Big motivation to you, right?
Yes, of course. Winning a trophy is wonderful.
Of course, and you love to win more.
I would love to.
I mean, with the potential that you have, you need to open a mini museum in your house to keep all these, because this is just the first of many. You'll be winning so much. And I have your medals here as well. Beautiful medals, gold medals, bronze. You have all this. I mean, looking back at what happened, how would you, rate your performance level in terms of success out there just in the championship?
Well, this competition, I had the honor, I swam 13 races over 3 days, which is a lot of races. So for this competition, I didn't focus as much on personal best, but more on getting gold, on winning medals. So for some races, I would just make sure that I won, and like that, I could pace myself to be able to win in more races. So,
of course, and we are hoping and praying that you win more. But after winning all these medals, you delivered a beautiful speech. It was very brief, but you talked to our cameras, and we have the footage. Let's watch that.
Competition has been a wonderful experience. I got to swim 12 races and I got to win a lot of medals for Ghana. I'm very proud to be able to have had this opportunity to swim for them, to make them proud, and I hope to do it
You
again.
always wear this bright smile. I mean, it's infectious.
thank you.
Okay, so that was Zaira Akua Forson, the swimmer for Ghana, just 18 years already, and she would be winning more competitions for Ghana. We are hoping that, she will climb the ladder up higher. We want to see her on the podium during the Olympic Games, Paris 2024, that she will win gold for this country, and we'll be linking up with her more times.